What's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of Fatherhood Meets Fitness. It's where me, as a brand new father, try to balance out the fitness aspect and try to, you know, balance it both out. So a lot has transpired in the past X amount of weeks since my last episode on this installment. At least it is 7/26 Wednesday, and I'm going to be hitting a chest workout and bought a couple of new things to help facilitate this raising a baby process. And what I got was this right here. This is the Infant Optics, and this is a nice little camera, and you kind of move side to side, zoom in. There's a talk feature right here, and I just put her to bed at around 6:45, a little ahead of schedule, and if she starts getting up and whining, then I can go attend to her. If you notice, she is not in the crib right now. She has transferred over to her regular room. The crib is, you can't see it right here, but it's on her left side. But the problem is that we leave her in the boppy first because it's a little bit more upright. She has a lot of digestion problems, very common for a baby. And if I feed her and then put her to flat on her back in the crib, she'll start spewing and wake up. So I have to wait a while and then transfer over. It's like a two-step process. So hopefully that will subside. But I do put her in the crib when she's settled. And I was going to do it, but she's not in her deep sleep yet. I don't want to wake her up. So yeah, it's been kind of an arduous process, but it's been good. What else? The baby feeding schedule. I know there's a lot of chicken scratch right here. My penmanship is not my strong suit, but been putting her on a regimen, not a regimen, but just a schedule. So just tracks, and I mentioned this earlier on the first installment, and I'll get more into that later on. But basically, it tracks down how much she's eating, and that's very important because if she's not eating enough, she can get cranky. So right now, depending on or based on her body weight, there's a certain specific formula that you can follow, and it's like 1.5 times the body weight, and you just do a couple of calculations. And at her body weight, I think she's over like 12 pounds now. She should be eating over 900 milliliters. She's at 890 today, so she's right on track. But the other day, she was very fussy and didn't eat as much, and then she just was waking up more often. So she's waking up twice a night still. We are worried about this sleep regression that they keep talking about on month 4, where they just basically wake up every few hours because they're just reacclimating their body. And the other thing that's been different is that this week, beginning of this work week, well, I'm not even at work anymore. I took my the start of my 6-week family medical leave. They call it the FMLA Act, Family Medical Leave Act for California. And it allows bonding time with your child, with your newborn, for 6 weeks. So I am not at work for next 6 weeks, which is great because having to do work and double duty, it's a lot of work, and you don't realize how tiring it is. I mean, it's still tiring right now, raising a baby, but the fact that I don't have to worry about both is a good thing. So I'm in a much better spirits. My wife mentioned that I'm not as crabby, not as moody. And the other great thing is that, so initially my wife was gonna go back to work right now. So basically, when she's been on leave since March, and when she finished her stint, I was going to take over, which is right now. But she actually wants to extend it even further till about mid-September. So we're basically both home and helping each other out. So it makes a huge, huge difference. So I'm 100% not going to complain about not getting sleep and this and that, because having 2 parents, and we're able to do this, and very fortunate enough to be in this position. Not going to take it for granted, especially people that have to do it alone. It can be much harder, so I'm very, very grateful that. And I didn't put any pressure on her. She wants to take the time off. And the main reason is because we want to make sure our baby is, we want to prolong basically going to daycare. She's going to be going to daycare once a week eventually, but we don't want her to go to daycare too early. It's just we want to get past the sleep regression if possible, so she's on a more stable schedule, hence this schedule. And you just want to make sure, if you have to do it, you have to do it, but I just don't want our baby going to daycare too early. So by taking extended leave, we can spend more quality time with her, establish a better schedule, and that is it. So that's pretty much what's been going on. I'm gonna hit a chest workout, and I got everything set up and similar situation. I'll probably see you. I might do a little bit of cardio too and give some final words. So she's probably gonna wake up at I don't know. Hopefully she'll sleep at least 4 hours. But I will catch you probably after the workout for some last minute words on the good old cardio machine, and I'll see you then. Hey, what's up, everybody? Just got done with my chest workout. Just want to hit on a few points before I depart. First and foremost, I had a great workout. I felt absolutely great. I would say 1 out of every 4 or 5 workouts I kill it. And I knew right when I did my first flat bench at 135, it just moved like a feather. So it's a great sign. This doesn't mean that if you start off a workout and you feel sluggish, it means to slack off. It just means that when you feel good, you got to take advantage, because as you get older, it doesn't get any easier. So anyway, I'm just doing some little bit of cardio right here, and it's a good time to talk about a few things. This whole Fatherhood Meets Fitness series, like I said earlier, it's all about trying to find that balance between being a full-time parent, full-time employee, a worker, a full-time job, and doing fitness, being a full-time fitness. I don't call it full-time, but having fitness as a priority. Just a lot of things that you gotta juggle. And one thing you want to do is, or 2 points I want to hit is being regimented and time management. Now I've talked about this. It's overlapped in previous videos. To date, I've done over 1,200 videos, so of course some subject matters are going to intertwine and cross paths from here to there, but it all works together. And for instance, I was going to do a conclusion like right now. I was going to do it after I was done with my cardio session, or a bit before my cardio session, but I decided, hey, that's going to knock out, or that's going to take an extra 10 minutes, because if I sit down, talk like I'm doing now, and then do the cardio, like I said, it's going to delay more, and my baby could wake up at any point, hopefully not. But so I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's where time management comes into play. You got to maximize the 24 hours that you have, because 24 hours goes by like this, if you guys know what I mean, when you have more responsibilities. So increase the resistance. So what am I doing? Talking right now with you guys while I'm doing my cardio. It's also good for your heart when you're and your lungs as you're talking. So that's huge, And the other thing I showed you earlier, the baby schedule that I had, and like I said, I talked about having a routine, but it's even more prevalent, and I realize even more now that I have a baby, how important it is, because your body is a machine, and it likes routine, but doesn't take much, to get off your routine. Case in point, my baby, I know that she has to eat a certain amount per day, and that's similar to, depending on your health and fitness goals, how much you got to eat, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, your daily maintenance. As far as activity level, I recommend, at least an hour per workout, at least 3 or 4 times a week, a combination of cardio and weights. And like with my baby, obviously she can't work out right now, but I do like to take her out for walks, like you saw in the previous episode, and try to get some air and excuse me, just to get some air and explore what's out there. The other thing is sleep. At this point of being that she's almost 3 months old, she has to go to bed every couple hours. And the other night she didn't even sleep that well, or she went past the 2 hours, and then what happened? She just got all cranky. How does that relate to us? Well, sleep, like I said in previous videos, it's very essential. You have one day where you don't sleep well. What happens? It just can mess up your workout, can mess up your job, your day job. You're just not as crisp mentally, physically. You're exhausted, and when you're more exhausted, there's a good chance you can overeat, etc., etc. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, these are just 2 key points. The whole time management, especially when you have more responsibilities, such as myself. I'm sure you guys and gals have a lot of responsibilities as well. You guys know what I'm talking about. The time management is key, taking advantage of every minute that you have, and then being on that schedule. Now, not everything is going to be perfect. There's going to be times when you're a little bit off schedule, but due to maybe you have to travel for work or something, you have friends from out of town, that's fine. You got to live life, you got to find that balance. But that being said, the majority of the time you should try to have some type of schedule. Write down on your tablet, piece of paper, pen and pad, on your phone, whatever you got to do. And by doing this, it's going to give you more direction towards whatever, even if it's a small goal or a long-term goal, excuse me. So that's about it. I'm going to finish this up. I'll have a little protein shake probably, and call it a day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. And I sincerely want to take the time to thank everyone that's supported my channel, and especially, and I know who you guys and gals are, my very hardcore subscribers that watch pretty much all my videos, or close to all my videos, and comment and rate and stuff. That helps keep me motivated, because it does take, I love doing it, but it does take time out of my day, obviously, setting everything up, but it's all good. As long as I can help try to relate and maybe inspire others to keep living a healthy and natural, that's the key, natural lifestyle. None of that fake crap. That's my time. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye.